just northwest of Milwaukee, in the middle of the Wisconsin woods, you have Slinger Speedway, the 33-degree banked racetrack where we're about to send these cars for a really, really good time. Dustin Painter and Austin Purnell on the front row. The points leader takes on one of the winningest drivers in the series. Green flag is out, and ARCS Xtreme is racing at Slinger. Dustin Painter goes to the outright lead. He's got Austin Purnell to his inside. The points leader jumps out to a small lead over the 3-2. Those are the points coming into this race. Dustin Painter with 246 to Tommy Withers, 224. But Withers is not in attendance tonight, so this is really going to shake up the points here. Yes, we're here for fun. We all want to have a good time, and we're here just for the love of racing. But don't think that we're not competitive. We want a piece of that championship, and Dustin Painter intends on taking all he can of it. Austin Purnell says, how about that lead? You got on my lead there, and the 3-2 gets just a little bit shaky out of the back corner, the 65. Again, leading by 62 points coming into this race. Withers with 224, and then Anthony Cordray, with an average finish of 8th, sits 3rd in the point standings, and that just speaks to his willingness to fight till the very end. 0-8 to the inside. Ryan Pittman's going to take 4th position from him, and then from Saskatchewan, Brendan Forseal up 2 places from where he started. So it's Painter, Purnell, Dila sitting in 3rd. Let's go on board with the 80. .33 degrees of banking, and the lap record here is 9 seconds. You have an idea how fast that is? 9 seconds. These guys here are putting in 11:37. Well, now 11:29 is the fastest lap. Austin Purnell still in the 2nd position. Ryan Pittman just put in his personal best, 11:31 in the Johnny Benson livery 0-8. Wonder if Ryan Pittman's a big Johnny Benson fan as well. Maybe Forseal's a fan of racing in the top 4. The 8-2 wants to get to the inside. He's trying to get something off of that 0-8. Dustin Painter still in the lead. Anthony Cordray running in that 6th spot. Jimmy Kurt the 3rd. Looks like he's getting some sort of repair done to the car. And interestingly enough, the pits on the outside of turns 3 and 4. As a matter of fact, if you look at the track map, you see the pits, the entry to the pits is on the outside of turn 2, and then the exit for the pits is right out of turn 4. There you see it right in the top of your screen. But it's a very unique racetrack, genuinely a really, really cool place. I don't think it's somewhere we could take the Gen 4 cars, as Austin Purnell goes for first. But, you know, that's... If you know anything about the races that I have a hand in creating the schedule, it's, oh, there's some contact for the lead. Purnell's going to hold on to her. And Purnell, he's really going to have to fight for first. Dustin Painter now a half-second advantage. Brendan Forseal wants to get into 3rd now. Ryan Pittman sits in front of him. couldn't blame a guy for getting dizzier and dizzier. Again, just a quarter of a mile the distance of Slinger Speedway. Go on board with Forseal in the 8-2. He's still chasing down that 0-8 of Pittman for third. Painter still in the lead. 33 degrees of banking coming up off the corner, and it's just a constant stop-go rhythm. 26 laps now complete, 27 of 100 underway at Slinger. (6.532.08) your top three. Ryan Pittman sitting in third. Dustin Painter just barely ahead of Austin Purnell. Anthony Cordray in sixth, and it looks like Jimmy Kerr calling it quits there after lap number 15. Dustin Painter in the 6.5. Just on the verge of the 3-2. Now, Purnell can take his time here. Looking at the points here again, Purnell says he's going for, you know, a part-time season here, and the points would suggest that 3 wins this season coming into the 8th race. Bama Tram is in the house. What's going on, Mama Vols? Glad to have you here. Shout out Terry. Terry Radford, for those that know, you can find him on Twitter. I think recently, Mama Vols, correct me if I'm wrong, Terry posted a video on Twitter of him interviewing a car, or more specifically, the right front tire of a car. You got to tell me about that, because that's definitely interesting, but I'm glad to hear that he's doing well. Painter still ahead by 0.4 of a second, and there's just no rest at this racetrack. It doesn't matter where you are, there is no chance to breathe. Purnell right on Painter's rear bumper. There's Pittman with Forseal right up his back end, and the 3-2 just behind that 6.5 chute. The 3-2 is closer to Pittman now than he is to Painter. Dustin Painter kind of getting away. And really, is Purnell just kind of going to ride around until the halfway point, lap number 50? It's got to be so hard to pass here. You can see the rotors glowing super red on the 6.5. Purnell behind him in that 3-2. And the 3-2 of Purnell just wants to find some other line. Painter might open the door. He's got to be careful, because the 3-2 could find somewhere to make that move. And that's not what we want to see there. The Earth literally disappearing away with those camera angles. We'll get that fixed at the halfway point here. Mama Ball saying, yeah, he interviewed a tire. It didn't have much to say. That's pretty funny, though. I got to ask him myself about that one. 8 laps until the halfway mark, and that's how quickly they tick away. I say 8 laps until the halfway mark. It's 8, what is it now? 8 now, 7 this time by. I said Austin Purnell might chill into the halfway mark. I was lying. He's all over the back end of that 6.5. He wants a piece of the lead before halfway. Purnell in the 3-2 just gets loose out of that 4th corner. He loses a little bit of the ground that he had on Painter. 5 to go this time by. Four to go this time by. Dustin Painter ahead of Austin Purnell by 0.6. And I really think that's the biggest gap we've seen this season. And I'll tell you what, it almost looks like speed skating on an Olympic track, doesn't it? Where these guys are really, they're going to be single file for a very, very long time until one of them decides to get brave and finds a move there. 2 to go this time by. Dustin Painter leading the majority, if not all, of the laps tonight. Austin Purnell sitting behind him. Anthony Cordray not leading this race. He sits in the 6th position. Austin Purnell, there he is in 2nd. Should be the final lap of this half. And there it is, caution is out. So that is halfway. Dustin Painter in first, Austin Purnell in second, Ryan Pittman in third. Fans, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a small halfway break, and we'll be back in 2 minutes with more ARCS Xtreme from iRacing's Slinger. Just in time for the second half of this race from Slinger, Dustin Painter gets out in front to an extremely early lead. And there it is, just 0.4 of a second now at the front. Ryan Pittman in second, Anthony Cordray running in third somehow. Must have just, there's got to be some sort of scoring issue here, because I think Cordray was on the tail end of the lead lap, but anything's possible. Anyway, in any case, Austin Purnell sits in third. Shout out Commando Griff's in the house as well, saying, did you update your equipment? The graphics look clean. You know, a lot of trial and error, man. A lot of just messing with the settings, and I tell you what, learning a little bit about photography here. I mean, let's not forget iRacing is a sim, so I'll tell you this, when you have the time, Griff, get into like taking screenshots in iRacing. There's Purnell really sending it in deep on that 6.5. He just went purple, by the way, 11:15. Fastest lap tonight, and he's going to slam the wall outside of turn number 4, going for that first place. You can see he's got damage on the right front there. Purnell in the 3.2. There's Painter behind him in that 6.5. Painter being scored in first. Austin Purnell being scored in the 4th position. Not sure if that's right, but hopefully this will sort itself out sooner rather than later. On your screen, Purnell first, Painter in second, and then Ryan Pittman literally driving through the camera there. Third in line with Mark Dila behind him being scored in 5th. And the 0.8 gets into the wall. Look like the 3.2, that's Brennan Forseal that's trying to follow with the 7.5 of Jimmy Kerr on the outside. Forseal to the inside of Kerr. On the scoring board, that's for 6th. Painter being scored as the leader. Austin Purnell being scored in 4th. 9 seconds off the pace, which genuinely could make sense. I'm not sure. We were working it out in practice, and we figured out that there's a couple of glitches with Slinger and the pace car a little bit. So it's a learning experience, definitely. I guess we'll learn here as we go along. Austin Purnell being scored in the 4th position. There's your race leader, Dustin Painter, with Mark Dila behind him in the 8.0. Anyway, back to Commando Griff. I don't know if I was finishing my sentence there. I don't think I finished my thought, but anyway. Yeah, when you get the chance, just mess around with the camera angles, mess around with the lighting, and the I don't know what you call it. Not maybe not the aperture, but the oh goodness. There's you know what? Hit me on Discord. Talk to me on Discord, and I'll let you know. Because I was talking to Repeat earlier. Shout out Repeat 1975 for those that know. Matter of fact, I need to text him. I actually have his number here, so I got to say what's up. But anyway, shout out Repeat. I was talking to him earlier, and I let him know, exactly what I do, and now his broadcasts look brilliant as well. So anyway, just to finish that thought. Dustin Painter being scored as the leader. Ryan Pittman behind him in that second spot. You've got Austin Purnell being scored in third after passing Cordray in the 14C. 25 laps to go. Next time by. Dustin Painter in the 6.5, now trying to overtake Mark Dila. A damaged Cordray. A mint condition Dila, and Dustin Painter trying to get around him. 24 laps to go. Painter being scored as the race leader. There's Austin Purnell, about 6 seconds off the back. The three-time winner, sandwiching Ryan Pittman in the 08. Coming into this race, Ryan Pittman running fourth in the point standings, trying to get around Anthony Cordray, 13 markers ahead. Tommy Withers is also going to take a hit as well. If you remember when we started here, Withers not in tonight's roster, so he's going to tumble from second in those point standings. Dustin Painter leads by what the scoring board calls 1 second. Austin Purnell getting ever closer. There it is, just 2 seconds and change with 20 laps to go. So my question is this. Maybe the scoring board is right, but Austin Purnell took tires and the rest, actually, as a matter of fact, you know what? I did not bother to look at any of my data. Maybe if I bother to look at my data, I can tell you exactly what happened. Painter didn't pit, Pittman didn't pit, Purnell and Dila did. So, if I wasn't the least observant human being on planet Earth, I could have told you that. So, Purnell, Dila, and Forseal all pitting on lap 52, so that explains literally everything. Dustin Painter ahead by 1 second. It looks like there's some contact there. Matter of fact, there's a lot of contact. Anthony Cordray being overtaken here. Oh, and it looks like there's a couple more in the wall that looked like Cordray. That's Purnell that goes around. Austin Purnell, the three-time winner, goes around. The 3-2 struggling to hold it together. What happened here? $15 to go this time by. This is several laps ago here. See if we can speed it up a bit and find out what happened with the 3-2. But he was moving. And then it looked like there was just some sort of contact with Anthony Cordray. There he is on the outside. I think just everyone trying to maneuver around him. Pittman can't get around him. Oh, there's the 080. Sent it in really deep on the 14C. Here comes the 3-2 just trying to avoid all of this. There's the contact that's made. 3-2 just... Oh, there it is. There it is. Have another look. Purnell, I think he just tries to get around Forseal. Or not Forseal, I'm sorry. Cordray in the 14C, nowhere for him to go. Tries to hold on to it. And Cordray gets a big chunk out of the 3-2. Dustin Painter still being scored as your race leader. Ryan Pittman, who also did not pit, in the second position. Austin Purnell still in third. 4.5 seconds back of Dustin Painter, and it's going to be an incredibly difficult task now. Brennan Forseal getting out of the way of the North Carolinian. And if Pittman has anything left for Painter, he's got to do it now. 7 laps to go this time by. I think Purnell just trying to hold on to it in this case. He was mounting a charge. Let me tell you, the 3-time winner won't be the 3-time winner tonight, but I'm really... Oh, there goes Cordray. He just might be. Anthony Cordray takes a huge chunk out of the wall. He's going to come down to a stop on the infield. And here I'm saying he just might be the he just might be a 4-time winner if we get a caution with that, but just one car involved there, so no yellow. 4 laps to go. 1.5 seconds the gap. Now there's Pittman. Is that Jimmy Kerr coming out of the pits? That is indeed Jimmy Kerr III coming out of the pits. He's running in 7th. Shout out to all the folks in Snow Camp, North Carolina. Pittman falling further behind with a half-mile to go. This little quarter-mile bull ring has provided some amazing racing tonight. This is a great idea. We got to do the Mazda MX-5s here because this is a lot of fun. Definitely. What a blast this track has been. 33 degrees of banking, a little quarter of a mile bull ring in the middle of Wisconsin, and iRacing has brought it to life. Slinger Speedway is going to be conquered by Dustin Painter. He wins race 8 of the Xtreme Series. Ryan Pittman in 2nd, Austin Purnell in 3rd. Guys are going to hightail it down into pit lane. Winston-Salem, North Carolina's Dustin Painter, your race winner. Kevin Feemster couldn't make it out tonight, but he said it looks like it's a fun track. Yeah, you bet your shorts it's a fun track, man. Dustin Painter's going to give it a couple of spins, and we're going to collect our top 3 fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to Painter, Pittman, Purnell in just a minute. On the podium now with 2 out of our top 3. Fun race tonight, man. Boys, I'm dizzy. I don't know about y'all, but Austin Purnell, Dustin Painter, you guys kind of went blow for blow tonight, and you really threw some haymakers out there. You boys have a good time?
Yeah, had a blast.
Oh yeah, it was good and fun. I was trying to reel him in there at the end, but I just
No, it was tough, man. It looked really tough out there, and all that banking, and just still so little grip. But definitely some ideas. I was saying earlier, we got to put the MX-5s out here, man. But this was a blast, and I'm genuinely just a little bit dizzy watching you guys go around. But that is, 2 wins, I think, for Painter, and then Austin Purnell just short of your 4th win. But Painter extends his points lead, and next week, where are we racing?
Oh, I had to ask that. I'm not 100% sure.
You know what? Hang on. I
think
made a
it's
graphic
USA
for this
Dirt.
for a reason. Oxford Plains. There it is. There you see it
Yeah.
on your screen. TNT's at Chicagoland this Thursday, 8:40, Rick James TV. Don't miss the Gen 4 cars. And then Oxford Plain Speedway next Monday night, 9:10, right here, Rick James TV. Dustin Painter